up thoughts like a safe filled with guns, empty promises like the front pew at church, a shattered heart being mended by no one. Is it okay for a grown man to cry? Is it okay to ask someone for help? Is it okay to be drowning under pressure? Is it okay to cry? I try to keep
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Connection. I am your host, Joy McBride, and this episode is about, of course, the veterans, first responders, caregivers, spouses, and their children, but it's for the people carrying visible and invisible weight, and for the people trying to heal while still staying in real life. Today's episode is called Come Home to Yourself. And this one is for people who are physically present, but emotionally far away. The people who keep going, the people who keep functioning, the people who keep showing up, the people who do the job, carry the weight, handle the responsibilities, and keep moving. But inside they're feeling tired, disconnected, numb, far away from themselves. Something like they have not really felt at home in their own mind, heart, or body for a long time. If that's for you, well, guess what? This episode is for you. So before we go any further, let's take one slow breath in with me. Breathe in and breathe out. Do one more. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you can see on this video that I'm doing, yes, I incorporated some little LED lights, so don't let that throw you off. I'm just trying to get a better feel of how to do my lighting, so I'm trying to work on that as well. Today, I want to talk about what it really means to come home to yourself. Not in some fluffy way, not in some unrealistic way, but in real, grounded, and honest way. Because I think a whole lot of people struggle to know how to survive, but they do not always know how to return to themselves after survival mode has become a part of their normal. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, in part one is called You Can Be Here and Still Be Gone. A lot of people know how to come home physically. They know how to walk through the front door. Know how to clock out. They know how to get off shift. They know how to leave the job, patrol car, the hospital floor, the station, the office, the appointment, the treatment center, the paperwork, the noise, and the list goes on. They know how to get home physically. But emotionally, well, that's a different story. A lot of people come home physically, but they do not know how to arrive emotionally. Their body is in the room, but their mind is still back on their shift, their patrol car, their outing, their doctor's appointment, 101 other things. But we're never really there mentally. Their nervous system is still active. Their guard is still up. Their heart is closed off. Their emotions are buried. Their thoughts are racing. Their spirit is still embraced for impact. And if that goes on long enough, you start living in a strange place. So guess what? Here you are. But you're really not here, are you? You're sitting at the dinner table, but you're far away. You're not listening. You're listening, but not fully. You're in the house, but not emotionally reachable. You're next to the people who love you, but something in you is still shut down. That is painful place to live. And it affects more than just you. It affects your marriage, your parenting, your friendships, your healing. It affects how safe people feel around you. It affects the emotional climate of your home. It affects your own ability to feel joy, peace, rest, or even connection. That is why these matter. Coming home to yourself is not a luxury. It's a part of healing. I want you guys to know that. Everything that we talk about, every episode that I have done from the beginning till now is a part of healing. It's a part of who you are trying to live a better place in a better world with people around you. Part two, why people lose themselves. I think a lot of strong people lose themselves slowly, not all at once, not all in the dramatic moment, but little by little. They lose themselves in overwork, in trauma, responsibility. They lose themselves in need to stay useful, trying to be strong for everyone else. Unfortunately, they lose themselves in grief, anger, silence, survival mode. And sometimes survival mode is really what is necessary. For veterans, survival mode may have helped you get through things most people will never understand. For first responders, survival mode is having helped you move through pressure, adrenaline, urgency, and chaos. For caregivers, survival mode may have helped you keep the whole thing moving while everyone else around you needs something else. For spouses, survival mode may have helped you hold the family together while trying to love someone through their very own struggles. For children in these homes, survival mode can be even showing up in quiet ways, staying small, staying careful, staying watchful, learning the emotional weather of whether or not the house is going to have words in it. All these little things add up. And we can take the time to fix these little by little, but we have to recognize them before we can fix them. So I want to say this clearly. I rewrote the section text for clarity and consciousness while preserving the meaning in tone. I also tightened the language and corrected the phrasing so it reads more naturally. In order to survive became to survive. Does that make you broken or cold? Became does not mean you are broken. Let me know if you like the words in the sound more emotional, more direct, or more conversational. If you learn to disconnect to survive, that does not make you weak. It does not make you broken. It does not mean you're cold. It means you adapted. But what helped you survive may not be what helps you heal. Big difference between the two. You can have one and not the other, but if you can have two, that starts you off on a little bit better of a path. I promise you. Every little step that you take, every little episode that you go through whether good or bad, but come out on the positive side, it's still a milestone. It may not feel one, but guess what? The next time something like that happens, it may soften the blow a little bit more. That is the shift. And that's why there comes a moment when you have to ask the hard question. Where have I gone missing in my own life? That question takes a lot of courage. Maybe you have gone missing yourself in work, in your pain, in your anger. Maybe you've gone missing in the role of a protector, provider, rescuer, caregiver, or fixer. Maybe you've gone missing in grief. Maybe you've gone missing in the pressures of trying to keep everyone else okay. Whatever had happened, this is the invitation. Come back. Come back to your breath. Come back to your body. Come back to the truth. Come back to what you feel. Come back to what matters. Most of all, you matter. Come back to the people who matter. Come back to your own life. That right there speaks volume over everything else. To come back to your own life. So it's messed up. So it's jacked up. So it's a shit show. So what? You survived another day. You looked forward for another life. You were able to put your feet on the floor out of your bed and realized, I have a brand new start. Part 3. Coming home starts with honesty. A lot of people cannot come home to themselves because they are not telling themselves the truth. They are saying, I am fine, when really things are not fine. They are saying, I'm just tired, when they are emotionally exhausted. They are saying, it's no big deal, when something inside them has been hurting for way too long. They are saying, I've got it, while slowly sinking. And the truth is, you cannot return to yourself if you keep lying about where you are. Coming home starts with honesty. I think honesty sounds like this. I've been far away. I've been shutting down. I've been caring too much. I'm angry more than I want to admit. I feel disconnected. I really don't know how I'm doing anymore. I've been in survival mode for so long, I don't know how to turn it off. I missed who I used to be. I missed feeling present, feeling alive inside. That kind of honesty can feel scary, but it is also free. Because when you tell the truth, you stop wandering around your own little life pretending that you are not lost. And once you admit you are far away, you can start returning at that. That really matters. Stand up to your fear. Do not give it away to that. You are stronger. You have been stronger, and you will always be stronger no matter what. All that matters because some people think healing starts when you have the perfect plan. Guess what? There really is no perfect plan, and it does not. Healing often slow starts when you finally say the one true thing aloud. And that's what you got to do. You don't have to do it in front of anybody. You can do it in front of yourself in a mirror, on a phone, in front of your computer, by yourself, or on a walk. It doesn't really matter. But when you name that thing and tell yourself, I'm done, I need help, That is when the healing truly starts to happen. Part 4, the signs you are far from yourself. Sometimes people ask, how do I know if I've lost touch with myself? Well, here are a few signs that I have come up with. You may be far from yourself if you feel numb more than present. You're always fine, but never really honest. You feel irritated by small things because bigger things have been sitting untouched for so long. You're physically exhausted, but reset does not seem to really reach you. You have hard times feeling joy. You keep isolated, but you don't know why. You feel uncomfortable with stillness. You keep yourself busy so you don't have to feel. You know how to function, but not how to slow down. You feel emotionally unavailable, even to the people you love. You keep saying, I'm just trying to get through the day. You do not really know what you're feeling at that point anymore. You missed the version of yourself that felt more alive, more open, and more present. If that is you, I really want you to hear this. There is no shame in realizing just how far you. There's no shame in seeing more clearly. There is no shame in admitting you need to come back. That is not failure by any means. That is awareness full circle. And awareness is where you start to begin your healing process. Part 5, 4 ways to come home to yourself. Now, I really want to make this practical because I do not want this to be one of those episodes that sounds too good but leaves people wondering what to really actually do. So here are 4 ways to begin coming home to yourself. Number 1, get quiet long enough to hear yourself. If your life is all noise, pressure, screens, schedules, alarms, work, tension, constant demands, and then it becomes very easily to stay disconnected. Sometimes you need to be quiet before you need an answer. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no phone, no TV, no scrolling, no fixing, no performing, no pretending. Just enough quiet to ask yourself, how am I really doing? What is going on inside of me? What have I been trying not to feel? What is heavy right now? What has been true for so long that I keep avoiding it? That kind of quiet is uncomfortable for some people, but because you have been running on it for so long, stillness can even feel threatening. But stillness is often where you begin to hear your own heart beat again in whatever your heart is trying to tell you, or even your mind. Number 2, name what you feel. A lot of people are disconnected because they have lost the language for what they feel. They know stress, anger, fine, tired, but there's more going on underneath that. You may be sad, disappointed, you may be grieving. Maybe you are lonely, hurt, or afraid. Maybe you feel ashamed or overwhelmed. What about relieved, emotionally worn thin? Naming feelings helps bring back into contact with yourself. So once you can name those things and actually look at them one on one with yourself, that's something that you can talk to yourself about. And there's nothing wrong with talking to yourself. I swear there's nothing wrong, but it helps you think out loud because you hear it in your head. So talk about it. Name what feels bad, what feels worse, what does not feel right. And no, you don't have to be dramatic about it. You just must be real. You can say, I feel far away, angry, tired, numb, pressured. I feel scared, disconnected. I feel like I'm carrying on too much. But once you name it, you are not wandering blindly anymore. Now you know exactly where you are. Number 3, reconnect with one person honestly. Coming home to yourself often helps you come home to other people too. Because when you reconnect with your own truth, you become more reachable. Text a friend, talk to your spouse, sit down with your children. They missed you. Call someone you trust. Tell one honest sentence. You do not have to tell everyone everything, but you do need to be somewhere for the truth to land. That honest sentence might be, I felt far away lately. I've been carrying more than I realized. I'm not doing as well as what I've been pretending to be. I want to reconnect. I need help. I need somebody to know the truth. That kind of honesty changes things. Not because it solves everything in one moment, but because it breaks the isolation. And isolation will keep you far from yourself for a very, very long time. Number 4, do one thing that reminds you you're still alive inside. This is very, sometimes people think coming home to yourself must mean something huge, emotional breakthrough. Sometimes it's much simpler than that. Sometimes it's doing one thing that brings you back to life. It could be something as simple as a walk outside, or you sit in the sun on your front porch. It doesn't matter. Time in nature, a quiet cup of coffee without any distraction or noise, a prayer, journaling, music that softens you instead of numbing you, sitting on the floor and playing with your children. That would be a good one. Cooking something, working with your hands, breathing long enough to feel your body settle. You could do that in your driveway before you even walk into your house. You can take a long breath, breathe in, and then breathe out extra long so you have time to settle. So it may take you 5 minutes. Are you really losing anything? No, you're not. You're gaining what is good for you. Letting yourself cry, if that is what that also means as well. The point is not performance. The point is reconnection. The point is not to impress everybody. The point is to remember that you're still there, and that matters. Every bit of it matters. Part 6, coming home in marriage and family. Now, I want to slow down and talk about home because this is where a lot of people feel the effects of emotional distance the most. A spouse does not just need you to come home physically, They need you to come home emotionally. Children do not just need someone in the room. They need someone who feels safe enough to connect. Caregivers need more than another person. They need honesty, presence, and emotional partnership. And families can feel when you are gone, not because they are against you or too demanding, but because emotional distance changes the atmosphere at home. It creates tension, guessing, loneliness, confusion. It creates moments where people are together but not really connected. So, what does coming home look like in your family? Sometimes it looks like saying, I know I've been away far lately. I know I've been distracted. I know I've been carrying a lot, but I don't want to stay unreachable. I want to reconnect. That matters. And that, when we talk about home and family, that really does trickle all the way down. And sometimes, even if you don't have a service dog, but you have a dog at home or a cat that really loves to see you when you get home and comes up to you, well, you know what? They feel what you feel as well. So when you feel agitated, angry, pissed off, lost, they may come around a little bit more often. They may nudge on you a little bit more. That's because they were trying to tell you, hey, I'm here. I care about you. Not saying that the rest of the people in your household don't, but it's a different kind of reaction. Yes, your wife loves you or your husband loves you. Yes, they missed you tremendously today. Yes, your kids missed you. They want to tell you about what they did in school or they want to tell you what they did at daycare. Sit and listen with them. Talk with them. Open up. You don't have to tell them about your crappy day that you had, but you can listen peacefully to what they have to say. It can also look like asking simple questions like, how are you doing really? What has this week felt like for you? What do you need from me tonight? What have you been feeling that we haven't talked about? Those questions create space. And in a lot of families, space is what has been missing. Children especially need this. They may not know all the details of what adults are carrying, but they can feel the emotional climax. And that is big. That really can sometimes can make or break a child as they grow up. So it is good. Understand. Trust me, I know. It's hard to come home after having such a downright nasty ass day. Don't matter what took place. It didn't go well. And on the way home, you're hoping to unwind. So by the time you got home, it just felt better. Sometimes it does. But you know what? A lot of times it doesn't. You try to play that front where I'm okay, where I'm fine. It doesn't work that way. You've got to stop and connect with yourself. Then go inside, give your wife, give your husband a hug, a kiss, say, I love you. I missed you. And go cuddle your kids. Go, even if they're teenagers, you want to hear about what they've done. I know it sucks. Oh my God, my parents are talking to me. Wow. Don't worry about it. That's just part of growing up. We probably did that too. But take the time to listen to what everybody has to say. And then in your own time, tell your spouse what you've been feeling, how your day was, without letting others know. I'm not saying trying to keep a secret, but letting your spouse know exactly how your day was can help fix the rest of the night and the next day. I don't know what the outcome would be, but I guarantee you could almost be something positive. Kids know when the house feels tense. They know when someone is shut down or when things are not being said. So if you're a parent, let me tell you something important. Your child does not need a perfect vision of you. They need a version of you that is willing to come back, willing to apologize, to explain in simple words. Big one, to reconnect, willing to make them feel safe and seen. That is what builds trust. Part 7, the trap of constant functioning. One of the most dangerous things for strong people is this: you can function for a very long time while still being disconnected. You can work, pay bills, get the kids where they need to go, keep showing up, handle responsibilities, getting things done. And from the outside, it can look like you're doing just fine. But there's that but. Functioning is not the same thing as being present. Functionating is not the same as being healed. Functioning is not the same thing as feeling alive. That is why some people do not realize just how far they are from themselves until they hit a wall, until the anger gets too loud, until the marriage feels too distant. The body starts reacting. The child says something honest. Exhaustion gets too deep. Loneliness gets hard to ignore, but silence becomes too heavy. So, above all this, let me say this: please do not wait until everything collapses to come home. Do not wait until you have blown everything around you. Do not wait until people you love feel like strangers. Do not wait until your inner life feels unreachable. Start now. Why not? Not perfectly, just honestly. Part 8, a simple daily practice. 3 parts: morning, midday, evening. Morning, before the day takes over, ask, how do I want to show up today? What do I need to carry today? What do I need to lay down today? All that takes an easy minute. How about midday? Pause and ask, where am I right now? Am I here or am I gone? What am I feeling? What do I need in this moment? Maybe it's to take one slow breath. Evening, before bed, ask, what pulled me away from myself today? What helped me feel more present? Did the people I love get the real me or only the exhausted version? What is one thing that I need tomorrow so I don't need to keep drifting? It's not that complicated, but practice over time does help. We all know this: practice makes perfect, and we hear this over and over and over again. It doesn't matter if you're a veteran, first responder, you hear it over and over. Practice makes perfect. And you know what? The spouses and caregivers do that too. They have to practice every day when you don't see them around children, around their friends, around family. They have to do it. So don't think it's just you, because coming home to yourself is not one of the big dramatic moments. It's a series of small returns. Return to the truth, to breathe, to awareness, a return to your values, to your body, to your people, a return to your own heart. That is resilience. Part 9, A word to the tired ones. I want to speak directly to the tired ones, the ones who are tired in a way sleep does not fix, the ones who carry invisible fatigue, the ones who are emotionally braced all the time, the ones who are good at helping everybody else, but have lost connection with their own needs. One who feels guilty even hearing an episode like this because part of them knows they have been far away. Listen to me carefully. You are not weak because you're tired. You're not failing because you need support. You are not broken because you have been surviving. You are not beyond healing because you have learned how to disconnect. You simply are human. And being human means you need places to rest, people to tell the truth to, and rhymes that keep you and help you return, and rhythms besides rhymes. Do not shame yourself into what survival has taught you. But if you do not let survival be the only thing that defines the rest of your life either, you're allowed to want more than just functioning. You are allowed to want peace, presence, real connection. You're allowed to want to feel alive again. That is nothing selfish by any means. That is healthy. Part 10. Guess what? We're getting close to the closing. Thank you for hanging in with me for this long. So let me leave you with this. If you have been far away from yourself, let this be your invitation. Come home. Come home to your breath. Come home to your body, to your truth, to the people who matter. Come home to your own life. Why? Because you matter. Always. It may not be all at once, but just begin. Just make that first step. Get quiet long enough to hear yourself. Name what you feel. Reconnect with one person honestly. Do one thing that reminds you that you're still alive on the inside. And if you have been physically present but emotionally absent, there's no shame in seeing that is more clearly today. There's no shame in coming back. No shame in wanting to be more present, more honest, more reachable, emotionally more alive. That, my friends, is not weakness. That is healing. So, if this episode spoke to you, I would really love to hear from you and hear your thoughts on what you think about what I talked about. You can always reach me at cooljoe77 at heroobjective.org. And like I will probably be doing this from all my episodes from the beginning up till now and into the future. I will say this very, 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 very clearly. If you are in distress or you are pushed to your ever living limits and you have got no idea what to do, call or text 988. Veterans, stay on the line. Or I'm sorry, veterans press 1. Everybody else stay on the line. Somebody will be with you. And this isn't just for veterans or first responders. This is for everyone in the household. These lines are open 24/7, 365 days. Please use this to your benefit. Nobody's going to come knocking down your door. Nobody's going to come pressuring you about this or asking you questions about that. They're not going to throw you up in a loony bin. No, they are here to help. It is another venue to help. By all means, please reach out to them. They are there for you. That's why they built this for people like us that don't know where else to go or don't know have any idea or maybe don't even know where to start. Maybe this podcast was a little confusing. They don't know. Call, text 988. Somebody will be with you right away. I promise you. But if you know someone that is in danger, please don't call, text 988. Call 911 immediately. Honestly, even if you yourself feel like you're on your last leg, like you're on your last line, please dial 911. I want to invite you to another episode. I want to invite you back to these podcasts and many others. Please come back. It is a short but long journey, and that is okay, because it is the short steps that we take that make the long journey worthwhile. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here, coming back to what matters. Keep talking about the next honest step. Keep choosing connection over silence. And remember, beyond anything, I will always have your six, no matter what, anytime or day. You can reach out to me. I will respond. I promise. So until we see each other again on another episode of Healing Connections, I want you to burn rubber, nut your soul, and I will see you on the flip side.
I try to keep my emotions out of sight. I may look cool, calm and collected, but underneath there are things that I try to hide. Am I okay anymore? 'Cause the world around me says no more. Is it okay for a grown man to cry? Is it okay to ask someone for help? Is it okay to be drowning under pressure? Is it okay to cry? Will I be okay in this world that's filled with hate?